What do you bring to the table?
Don't you ever date a
These
Korean
ladies
woman?
are just
I
gold
choose
diggers.
money over love. Rather cry in a fairy-than life with a broke man.
Most ladies are just opportunists.
What do you bring to the table?
I choose money over love.
Some men are insecure about a woman's
money.
Does money bring romance? It just makes it complicated.
Money is important. Money is important for every day-to-day activity, be it relationship or otherwise. But I don't think money should not play the vital role. It should not be the foundation of any relationship.
Money is in as much as money is a very important and vital part of a relationship, I don't think it brings about romance, because it takes understanding of what you share for you to naturally flow in a relationship, and it is what you share emotionally that brings about romance. Money is just a grease, it's like an oil, an aider that helps the relationship.
So money amplifies the relationship. If you're both in love and you already have a solid reason for being in that relationship, the presence of money makes it beautiful. It doesn't mean that if there's no money, there will be no love.
Romance is not bought. It's not something that you can buy. However, people actually pay to learn. But I think it's something that you can develop. So whether it makes it complicated, it depends.
Attracting the wrong people when they know about your fortune.
It's not true. It probably has to do with your immediate environment. I don't think it's true.
Okay, so I believe that you attract your kind, whether you are rich or you are not. Deep, call it unto deep.
Well, it depends on personality and upbringing and mindsets. I don't think with the level of exposure we have in the world today, you can actually hide your fortune to people, especially with the advent of digitalization in the world. It will be pretty difficult to keep your fortune away from people. Do you understand? But let's now assume that the digital age is not in vogue. Of course, someone knowing your fortune shouldn't dictate how they respond to you or attract the negative vibe or maybe pretense to you. It all depends on how you as a person have built your own personality and fortune around people. If you are the kind of person that is expressive with your fortune, definitely you find those that will come to you in expressive format, and definitely you guys can flow and you can actually tell if this person is actually in or out.
You attract your kind of person. So I don't believe because you're rich, you attract the wrong person. The right people are still together, even with such amount of wealth. So my opinion is, if you're deep, you attract your kind.
Yes, and no answer for me. Yes, my mother always say, she advised my brother early on when he joined the military, that as he's joining now, it's still early. So he should start now to look for the person or the kind of person he wants. That if he doesn't already have one, he should start now to look for that person that he wants to spend the rest of his life. So not when he has climbed and gotten to a certain level in his career, and then you cannot differentiate the one that is coming for love, the one that is coming for your fame and your fortune. So it's best at that beginning stage, at the onset, to find somebody, or it's better if you've already found the person.
Happiness in a relationship where the wife earns more than the husband.
Definitely, there's going to be happiness and risk. Hence, the woman knows her part and knows the part she's played in that marriage, and then gives the man his deserved respect, give the man...
Of course, there will be happiness in a relationship. If the man is a very secure person, what your wife has is yours. She's bearing your name. So why are you insecure? If she's earning more, you should be happy because she'll be able to take away some weight from you. So
that question is quite funny, you know, and I think that question has actually caused a lot of problem in relationship. as we speak in this present age, where people find it difficult, or spouses have difficulties, especially when the wife is gainfully employed or earn more than the husband, or has more power in terms of financial strength than the husband in the relationship. Then the husband feels threatened. I feel it's insecurity, because the truth is that we need to understand that we are both equal in the eyes of the Lord, even as the Lord has made a man to be head over the wife. But in terms of financial prudence and capability, I think God gave it to us equally. It's how well the man builds his own wealth and how well the woman builds her own wealth. If the woman has more prudence in building her wealth, of course, she will have more in terms of financial power than the man. So if any man feels intimidated or feels insecure about that man needs to check himself.
A secured man shouldn't feel like there will be no peace because the wife earns more than him.
Yes, there will be. And as a Christian, I think all that every marriage needs to work is stated in the Bible. Husband, love your wife. Wife, submit to your husband. Children, honor your parents. Parents, do not don't push your children to anger. And then if you just follow these principles, there'll be happiness. There's no, as much as she earns, if she's still submissive, why not? But you know, some women would not want to submit because they earn more than the man. But if they go by the biblical principles, they will definitely be. And I know someone who quit his job for his wife to get a job. And some people say the man is stupid. It's really not. That's why I said earlier, it still depends on your environment. In Africa, it may not make sense, but in the Western world, I think there's going to be a lot of happiness. So yes, I agree.
Like the vows you guys made in the onset, hence everything is still in place. Not okay, I'm earning more, I'm now the top dog, and then this man is not, and he's not in my level anymore. And then you begin to disrespect him, you don't cook in the house anymore, you don't do your wifely duties to him anymore that God has placed them for you to do. And then obviously there's going to be a problem somewhere. Thank you.
Should couples do everything together?
There should be some level of independence in every relationship, be it in the relationship or individually. That way you will be able to grow, and then you should be independent on your own firstly before even pursuing any relationship or marriage, because you should not come and lay all your bodies on a particular person, not knowing what he himself has. So you guys should do, there should be a middle ground, there should be a balance in everything. Yes.
It is expedient for couples to do everything together, because that's the only thing that will build trust between both parties. When couples start having differences in terms of what to do and what not to do, not being carried along, as both as individual and as a team, it brings about complication, it brings about misunderstanding, it kills trust. But when couple does things together, they are both accountable to each other, they become accountability partner, such that they become strength for each other. Where one person might be weak, the other person can consolidate with strength. You understand? That's one of that's part of the advantage of doing things together. But when they do it separately and they are not involved together, it creates chaos at the end of the day. Because when the other party finds out what this person is doing that he or she is not actually involved in, it brings about a misunderstanding, and most especially it causes them to not to have trust.
There should be some level of independence. As much as they are both couple, I still believe that there should be some level of, independence. With time you continue to grow. When you start to get matured, you start to understand that it's not everything that you must talk about, not everything that you must want to explain. So yes, I think there should be some level of independence.
I believe couples should do some basic things together. It brings union, it brings them closer to each other. But that doesn't mean they should all be in their faces every time and every minute. There should be some little level of independence where people can be able to catch a breath of themselves. But they should be able to do some basic things together. Not everything, not particularly everything, but some basic things as a couple you should do together.
What are the qualities of a romantic partner?
So I'm going to use my husband as an example. But so qualities. Before, what made me even want to marry him? First, he's a God-fearing person.
Things that are most important to me in a partner is the partner should be very considerate. The partner should love God and fear God. And the partner should be very considerate, because someone that is considerate will be able to think about not just himself but also about you in that relationship.
And even when I was still single and still searching, my mother will always advise us to start now to pray for a life partner. You don't start when you're ready. So God will begin now to mold that perfect person for you. Nobody's perfect, but we're all perfect through Him. So He begin to mold, okay, I want a God-fearing man. I want somebody that will take care of me. I want a handsome man. I want a tall man. I want this, I want that. So start now in your singleness. So begin to mold that person. Begin to pray. Begin to speak word into that person's life. Wherever he is, he shall locate me and all that. So of course, I want a God-fearing. That stands out for me before everything comes together. Because once he fears God, he will not be able to do a lot of things to you. He will have that fear of God in his heart before even doing anything or trying to hurt you or in any way or anything like that.
Just say being supportive, basically.
Romantic partner to me, just absence. Because the truth is that how do you actually standardize romance, or how do you standardize a romantic partner? Because there are different people with different thing that brings about romance to them. Some people, it is the money that generates romance. Do you understand? Which we highlighted initially, that might be wrong, but you see, to some people, it is the time you give to them. That's why it's important that we all understand our love language. Because when you understand your love language, you'll be able to know the qualities that this person actually like, that you can actually switch on to make the person have this sense of fulfillment with you.
Supportive in the sense that if you have a plan, your partner is willing to go with your plan. If it's good, if it's not good, she can politely talk you out of it. Do you understand? Like, apart from making plans, like whatever it is that you do, your job, your hobbies, your calling, in the house, in your work, in ministry, whatever it is, you have someone who you can beat your chest and say that even if you go wrong, there's someone that is there to, give her shoulders for you to cry on. Like someone who's very, very supportive, someone who you can say has your back.
He must be kind. He must be especially kind and caring towards me. He must want to seek my opinion first on things. Be kind. Lying is a no for me. Any man, I say, okay, lying over unnecessary things. I know lying can be, in fact, God said we should not lie. So it should not even be in the question at all. So don't lie to me, don't lie to others.
How long should be classified as enough time together?
Yeah, we don't classify time in essence, because in marriage, in a relationship, I think the time and the PDA aspect of it should be a requirement.
Well, there's no classification for how long a partner should spend together with each other. Of course, everyone has a job doing. You wouldn't sit on each other's faces every day and every time. But
actually measure the number of time to spend together. You can't quantify it.
There's not enough time. There's not enough time for family.
Much time as you can. If in 24 hours a day you go to work for like some 8 hours, I believe you come back maybe on the road for the next 4 hours, being that you're in Lagos. The remaining time you have, you should spend together with each other.
Okay, I'll give my partner 1 hour, and then I'll give my work 2 hours or 3 hours. You should find a balance in everything.
Can you spend like 2 minutes together as couple, and you discuss sensitive things that will affect your life for a long time, for the future? And that moment might just be your defining moment, that you just like, wow, this moment I spent just 2 minutes with my husband or my wife changed a whole lot of things about us, created a different mental shift about us. So you cannot ascertain that it must be 1 hour, it must be 2 hours, it must be 24 hours. No. as long as both of you create values together, is enough.
There's no enough time. As much as you want to work or go to school or do whatever it is you need to do, there should always be enough time. Like, there is no enough time, but whatever it is that you do, there should be time created for family.
But there should be understanding. Like I always say, understanding is very important.
A week without intimacy or money.
Fair a week without intimacy.
I'd rather have intimacy with my beloved than a week without money. Money will still come, but the closer we are, the better we are.
Intimacy is very important to me. I'm this PDA kind of person. I always want care and affection, and then staying a whole week without it. Well, I wouldn't know, but then when it comes to money is very important as well. As a help me to my husband, I have to be there to support him. Not that he's asking for any particular support in any way, but I have to be reasonable. And then, money helps the house to go smoother.
I'm a married man, for example, and I have a family to feed. I have responsibilities. So a week without money is a big deal for me. Like, it means a whole lot. I'd rather stay without intimacy for a week than stay a week without having money. I mean, the intimacy will come. It will come.
A week without money, I don't know. And then, even when you're doing the intimacy and there's no food in the house, the intimacy will not be intimacy. So I think I'm going to be on the fence on this, because I love my intimate moments, but then money is also important.
Are personal boundaries important in keeping the relationship alive?
Personal boundaries, as from my own understanding of personal boundaries, I would say maybe probably like things you do and don'ts that you need to understand about each other in a relationship. Well, I feel setting personal boundaries should not be something that both of you should come out together and say want to set personal boundaries. No. It's just having mutual respect for each other.
Yes, so there are no boundaries in marriage. Naked and not ashamed. Openness to each other. Yeah, because I know there are some things that individual personalities won't take. You respect that for your partner, but there are no boundaries. You are open to each other.
I wouldn't say, but instead I would say respect. When you respect your spouse's so-called privacy or whatever he calls boundaries. I don't know how to put this, but as a couple, you both are one and you share. I'm talking about married couples now. I'm not talking about courtship, right? But you both share the same. You both should share the same ideology and principles and policies. So there's not going to be much boundaries to want to respect, but if there are, I don't think there should be boundaries first of all. But if your marriage if there has to be peace in your marriage, then I think you should just respect.
They are very important, yes, because even if we are married, we also have our own individual character. Yes, okay, I might like some certain things, and you might not like them. And then I might be going through some certain things. Maybe it could be our work, it could be family, it could be the children, it could be postpartum, whatever. And then maybe you might be going through your own. And then, of course, we are married, we come together, we talk about them. But still, there should be some level of boundary, in marriage. Like, okay, I'll need my personal time. Maybe I just need to process things. Okay, I've been at home, I've been with the kids, and my mental health is, messing up. And then, as the man, you come, okay, come on, you carry the kids out. Okay, let your mommy have her me time. And then I use that time to recuperate, to think, if it's to listen to, if it's to read my Bible.
That's how you set boundaries for yourself. That's the kind of boundary I would say in this kind of place. It's having mutual respect for each other. When you have mutual respect for each other, then you should be able to understand what you will do that will get your spouse agitated or your spouse doesn't like.
A woman fully paying for her wedding.
Well, I don't really completely buy into the idea.
I don't support it. It's very good to support your man. Okay, you know the financial capability.
A woman fully paying for her wedding.
Well, I don't really completely buy into the idea.
I don't support it. It's very good to support your man. Okay, you know the financial capabilities of this man you're getting into this marriage with, and you're okay with it. You have the understanding. Okay, yes, I love him. I don't care what he's earning, but to not bring anything at all.
A guy that cannot finance his wedding, of course we have situations or instances where not that the guy cannot finance his wedding, the guy is also part of the wedding, but he's not doing as much as the wife is doing. Understandable.
Of course, the bride price on itself is the responsibility of the man. He's paying for your bride price, not the other way around. And then he should be able to independently do that. And then when it now comes to the whole celebration part of it, the whole wedding, the whole planning, then you can also step in, you can support, okay, my man has to thing. I can as well, put it, because it's our wedding. It's not his wedding, it's not my wedding. It's both of us.
Able to do something in the wedding. Who pays the bride price? What gives you the authority that the one is yours? Is it not by paying the bride price, the dowry? I think the man should be able to at least finance his dowry for the wife to know that, okay, I paid for your dowry. I paid for your bride price and everything. When the woman is not paying her own bride price, then what is the place of the woman? It's as though the man is marrying herself. So the man should, to an extent, be able to contribute to the wedding. I'm not saying that if he does not have the means to cater for the whole wedding, they should go all out and do it. No, that's the place of the woman. Maybe the woman is more okay than him financially. She can come and say, okay, dear, this wedding, I know you are not financially strong enough to carry all the responsibility. Okay, what can you do? And I'm going to support. Even if it's going to be a 60-40 or a 70-30 or a 80-20 perspective, that's 20 from the man, 80 from the wife, the man should be involved.
First of all, marriage is not even supposed to be what is on his mind at this point. When he's not financially capable of financing it, he should go out there and work and then earn something.
Right into the woman completely financing our wedding. It doesn't make any sense, because along the line, if the man is not the kind of person that is that can actually try to become a better version of himself after the wedding, it's going to affect them in the long run, because he's going to start having this mental reset that probably some action or decision the man is taking in the course of the marriage is as a result of the fact that she actually financed the wedding.
Choosing money over potential spouse.
A spouse, you should have been able to establish a level of wealth in terms of your money value, your wealth creation, and everything that attracts money to you. So I don't think it is objective in the sense that you are supposed to have attained a particular level before you consider a spouse. So when you've attained that level financially, picking a spouse and making money will not contradict each other. It will flow.
I wouldn't choose money over a potential, or a powerful job over a potential partner, because marriage is a lifetime thing. That job will not be there forever. Money has wings, and at some point it can fly. But a good relationship sticks with you through the thick, through the thin. Stays with you all through and forever. And you will get more, better riches, and still with a good partner.
Because the potential partner can actually turn out to be somebody big. I think I would want to take what I have at hand. So I think I'll take money or the powerful job.
How to be a romantic partner.
Languages. So what I can do is to note his own kind of love language. Is he a person that likes quality time, or he likes physical touch, or he likes gifting? That's how best I can express romance to my man, and that's how much I also love to be expressed with as a woman. Find out my own love language.
Partner's love language. So everybody is different. So as a family are different, our personalities, our love language. So before you get into the marriage, before you get into the relationship, that relationship relationship time, you use that time to learn about your partner. You learn his likes and his dislikes, his do's and his don'ts.
I understand that love language. Because I understand that love language, I know the things I need to do and the things I don't need to do to always get. A woman naturally flows romantically when the husband operates at the level of understanding of her personality. When you as a husband understand the things your wife likes and the things she doesn't like, and then you are able to propel your strength towards what she likes, automatically romance will flow naturally. You don't need to struggle for it. You just find that you are building a life whereby both of you just understand naturally what you are trying to communicate at any point in time, because you understand your love language.
Words of affirmation, telling her how beautiful she looks, one or two touches here and there, pecks. Then you can go on to getting gifts, romantic gifts, like nightwears, underwears. You can do that. Then there are romantic stories, and there's a way you can create a romantic atmosphere. Music. Music. If you can sing, you sing. If you can't sing, play music. But I think you should learn how to sing. Learn to sing for your wife or your spouse. I think it is one thing. First of all, it's going to be funny if you do not know how to sing. If, for example, your wife is the type that sings and you don't know how to sing with your frog voice or what.
House husband in Christendom.
What's the idea behind the household husband? They should be welcome in Christian. Well, the household husband, that the husband play the role.
Well, in this day and age, no man should stay at home, except if you are having a remote work. Every man should go out there and work and fend for the family. You can't be a household husband. You can't sit at home as a man.
The Bible, of course, admonished us to labor. That either labor is the Lord awards those that labor. So when you go out to labor as a man or as a woman, definitely you have your reward. You understand? That's the established pattern in the Bible. So if a husband is in the house, it's a natural. It's supposed to be understood from the aspect of Christianity that yes, he's supporting the wife in the home front, but he has something else doing in the house that probably like a remote job that he does not require to go out there. So because he's always in the house with that remote job that brings in something to support the family, of course, it also gives him a good time to be able to take responsibility for certain things that the wife would have been struggling to.
I don't think it should be welcomed. I think it's something that should be tackled.
The head of the family, the crown over the man's head, and then my crown is now the household man. It sounds somehow, but then certain things can happen for him to be in that particular situation. He probably lost his job, or the company he was working in crashed, or something happened, bad investment or whatnot. So, and then the woman has to provide at that point. Yes, that is welcome, but that is just for that time being. It should not now be a welcome situation. Okay, I've lost my job. Your name is at home. I'm going to have the children.
Business, learn a skill and establish himself, but be a house husband. No, I don't think he should be welcome in Christendom. Even there are even full-time pastors that don't do anything. All they do is go to church and preach. I just feel like they shouldn't just be at home until Sundays or whenever they have week services or Sunday services. I don't buy the idea. For some awkward reasons, I don't.
No. It's a no-go area for me. You have to be responsible. You have to fend for your family. And you have to lay a good precedent for your children, because they watch you, they learn by observation. If you sit at home every day as a daddy, your child believes that, okay, it's cool for me as a daddy to sit at home and let mommy go and work and bring money. No. As a man, go out there and spend.
Leaving for better financial capabilities.
Yeah, it happens. We see that happen so many times. But the question is, does she really love the man? If she truly loves the man, I don't think she will.
Well, some women who are money conscious will do that. So it depends on our individual mindset. If all I am after is money, and I see a man that has the money in quantum, I will go for the man. But personally, what I'm looking for in a man is not just money. Money is a side. Money is a side, but I wouldn't leave a man that I love because of money.
Leave. Yeah. So if she loves someone with more financial capabilities, she will definitely leave.
Well, as a man and as a Christian man, because we are leaning towards the Christian now. So as a man, you should have the discerning spirit when looking for a life partner. That's from the foundation level. So you should not be dating anything or dating anyone, not thing. You should not be dating anyone. So as a man, okay, I'm ready for marriage, and then I begin to speak over my woman, I begin to pray over the kind of woman I want. And God, in His infinite mercy, is not going to give you what you do not pray for. He's not going to give you a woman that is money hungry. Okay, once she sees a man with more money, jump on it. Once she sees, jump on it. No, I don't think He is in infinite mercy going to give you somebody like that. So once He gives you that woman He has destined for you on the foundation of the earth, she's not going to be like that. But I will not say it's not happening in our society now. A lot of women are doing that. Okay, they will leave their current relationship for somebody with more financial freedom or more financial capability. Okay, this one will be able to buy me this hair, this one will be able to buy me this car, this one will be able to take me abroad and all that. Not seeing the bigger picture.
If you truly love the man, you stand by him. Now it's now left for you as a woman. It's a very good question, in the sense that if the man is not willing to become a better version of himself, to be strong, to become financially strong, then that question is vital. But if in a situation where the man is actually proven strong, but not as financially strong as the person you leave him for, then that woman's character is questionable. That woman's love is questionable.
Leaving your lady when your financial status change.
It's on how he got into a relationship with the current one. Do you understand? I mean, if you just married her because of, well, let's not go into stories, but in most cases, yes. In most cases, when men make money, they all of a sudden their wives aren't good enough for them anymore, and I don't know why. But it is not to say it is right. It's wrong. It's very, very wrong. But I think it happens in most cases.
From the perspective of a woman, obviously I'm not a man. So I think the primary thing here is godly values. Yes. So values play a very important role for that the man or the woman. Does this man in question have godly values? Does he just look at the outward appearance of the woman? And because I'm sure if this particular woman is with, she has the values she's looking for in a woman. Maybe she's God-fearing, she's a practicing Christian, she's a believer, she does her own due diligence in church and outside. She lives a good and upright life. And then maybe she might not have the whole, the physical appearance that men usually go for now. But then she has those inward appearance. And then, as the man, I'm now financially capable. And then I don't think he's just going to outright leave her because, he has gotten to a certain financial status in life. Personally, I don't think so. But I'm not a man, so I don't think my answer will be 100%.
Yeah, some men would, but a real man will step up the woman he loves to that financial status that he has just attained, so they can both flow on that same level rather than leaving her for somebody else.
Why it was the man with the woman before his financial status changed? While he was with her, were there things that he didn't really like about her that they discussed over time that the man is not willing to change? And then maybe God blesses him and he feels that okay, it's time to move on. The moment a man leaves a woman when his financial, at the point where his financial status change, there's a call for concern. Because if truly you feel the woman is not the right choice for you before your finances change, you should have let go so that both of you can actually focus on life. But if you are hanging on so your finances change, and then when it changes, you now leave her, then you are being wicked, you're not being fair, you are being insincere, yeah. Because if she remains with you in the midst of none, and then in the midst of abundance, you leave her, it tells that you are the one that has the answer, a question to answer, irrespective of who she is. So I think any man that leaves a woman at a point where his financial status change is not doing the right thing, is not right.
Very, very, in most cases, yeah, it happens. It doesn't make it right. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's a man thing, but I don't think I will, because the foundation of my marriage, first of all, we started from nothing and very, very good friends. My wife and I were friends for like 2-3 years, best of friends. Asked her out, we were in courtship for about a year, and then we got married. So even if I make $1 billion, the truth of the matter is she supports me, we support ourselves. She supports my business, I support her business. If money enters, we already know what we'll use the money for. Do you understand? But when money enters some people's hands, because they don't have an idea of what to use the money for, they feel the best thing to do is go clubbing, go to the bar, make friends, and they start carrying different women. So I think it's the foundation of how the relationship began, first of all, yeah.